Fishing with Anto back, and today I'm going to get my lobster pot set up and I'm going to be sending it into the water. I am on the hunt for lobster at the moment in order to do a catch and cook for you guys. So I'm going to set it up later on this evening and I'm going to leave it for about 6-7 hours, and then I'll go back in the early morning, put it in at night, go back early morning for it, and we'll see what we get. That's the lobster pod away now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it in the water until early morning, and I'll get it in more time and see what's in it, and check back in with you then. So here's the lobster here in the freezer, and I'll leave him here for about half an hour and then I'll dispatch him, and then I will put him in boiling water. Now this water here, I have red wine, I have lemon and I have onion, and I wait till it's a rolling boil in it, because when I put the lobster in, the lobster is going to lower the temperature of the pot. So we'll just get the lobster out of the fridge now and put it in the water, and once it goes in the water we put the lid on straight away. And you'll see now the water goes from a rolling boil to it's not boiling anymore. So as you see here, it's not boiling anymore. So what we'll do then is we will wait till the water becomes a rolling boil again, and once it's a rolling boil again, I wait 4 minutes and then the lobster's ready. Now when the lobster is ready, what you want to do is you want to put the lobster in some ice cold water, and the reason for this is the lobster will continue to cook in the shell if you just take it out, obviously because the shell is red hot. So I have the ice cold water here, so I'll take the lobster out and I will put it in the ice cold water for a couple of minutes. There it goes. So a couple of minutes, it will cool down, and as you see, the lobster goes from a blue to a lovely red, and then we'll bring it over the table and start preparing it to eat. So I'll just show you what the lobster looks like now. There you go, there's the presentation there. You have the lobster, you have some lemon, you have some lettuce, and you have some butter. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start showing you how to take it apart. So when you're taking the lobster apart, the first thing that you're going to start with is the tail. And what you do is you take the tail in your hand and you bend it from side to side and pull, and it just clicks off. Now the piece of brown at the very end of the tail, that's part of the digestive system. You just pull that out and give it a wash, and then you break off the tail fins, and then you break off each side of the shell, and it comes off easy enough. Once you get it started, you can put the tail down and press on it to get cracks in it in order to make this process easier, but it's pretty easy to do. As you see, it's coming off handy enough, and then once it's off, you're just left with the main part of the lobster, which is the tail meat, and there you go, that's all ready to eat. There it is. And next thing we're going to start with is the claws. Now the claws you put under a towel and you give them a bang, and I'm going to be honest with you, I banged it a little too hard, but the meat's still fine. It was just a bit tougher than normal. And then I'll just show you what it looks like. So here you have the lobster claw meat, that's the 2 claws. You have the lobster body, and you have the lobster tail, which is the main part, and it's ready to eat, and it's going to be really tasty, straight from the sea. So that's the lobster from the sea to the table. Fairly easy to cook, easy to deshell. Now I did have a bit of problems with the claws, so you just put a towel over them, hit them something hard. I hit them too hard, but the meat's still fine to eat, so I had it for dinner there. It was lovely and really tasty. So guys, thanks for looking. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.